triple.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. We've got Mutombo. Anthony is out there with Ellis. Then it's Iverson, and it's Smith in at the 2. Anthony can't hit. Anthony's gone 1 of 4 from distance. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Dikembe Mutombo. Mutombo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Now here's Anthony. He's got 7. Back to Iverson. From past the arc. Denver the rebound. Goes up again, and the jumper falls for him. 9 points for ABC.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the 3rd.
Again, the miss by Wall.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one. That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
The wide open look here for Anthony. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Anthony's got 12 points in the game.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Nice game. Great performance from Mr. Perfect.
He's been absolutely on fire from outside. He's got to get into his jersey, get up into him, force him to pass or drive.
And some changes here for the East. Al Horford is checked in for Gasol. Millsap comes in for Anthony, and it's Teague in for Kyle Lowry. Smith dishes to Mutombo. Ellis, the pass to Anthony. Iverson with the ball, and it's Horford picking him up. For Denver, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And the first one drops. Kyrie Irving's checked in for the East. Good on both. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Here's Horford, and the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
All-Stars ball.
To the middle. It's stolen by Anthony. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ellis.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
They're really on their heels at this point.
Yeah, on both ends of the floor, Kevin. They've lost some confidence along the way.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
And you know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game. And the lead's not getting any smaller. Just an incredibly well-rounded performance here on the road.
And how good a feeling is that for this team to dominate the way they did in front of a hostile crowd? That is a satisfying feeling for the victors.
And now Irving pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The East All-Stars shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Taking 2 shots.
That's good from Irving. And the East All-Stars making a change here. Butler's checked in. Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving. .152 left to play here in the third. No one near Smith as he lets it go. Good, and it's Iverson who picks up the assist. 14 points for Smith.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Mutombo kicks to Smith. He's looking for Iverson and finds him. Ellis dishes to Smith. And here's Anthony for three. Another three for Denver.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Here's Smith. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Smith's got 16.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
And as they continue to just dominate this game, you have to wonder how much can they win by?
Well, it's on the verge of getting out of hand, Greg. You can feel it, you can see it, in part because the defense has been about as good as the offense, and both have been really good.
Here's Iverson, following the basket by Paul Millsap. Smith outside. Ellis with it. Butler covering and stolen by Horford. Knocked loose and stolen by Iverson. Ellis the pass to Iverson. Another three for Denver.
Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just are not letting up at all.
Horford attacking. That is good. Horford's got his first points of the night. And it's the Nuggets ball. Ellis kicks to Iverson. Mutombo dishes to Anthony. And stolen by Horford. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. And Anthony sends it back. They retain possession. Good work defensively by Smith. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. The three-quarter.
Get ready for your East All-Star.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Here's the Nuggets now with the ball. Anthony is out there with Pau Gasol. Then there's Kyle Korver, and it's Wall, and it's Lowry in at the one. That's the five out there for the East All-Stars. Here's Wall. Shot is no good. And Denver the other way now. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Pack. Ball's knocked loose. And here's Lowry.
Oh, my goodness. That's like temporary insanity right there.
Do you think he realizes we've actually got a game, a serious game taking place here? I have my doubts, partner. Back-to-back threes for him. The defense is slacking off a little.
You've got to respect that three, or you'll give up points in a hurry. Boy, can he finish in the paint. That's one thing we know he's good at.
Denver passing it around. The dish to Anthony. And the shot is good.
Yeah, just used his strength there to get the post position without much fight from the defense.
Yeah, I think he's got to do a much better job next time of just bodying up. Get some muscle into him.
Down low, it's stolen by Wall. That's a two from Korver. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Fires the three, and the rebound goes to Pau Gasol. The East All-Stars on offense. Wall off the left rim and out.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Pau Gasol after the missed three by Carmelo. Wall passes to Lowry. And that one's good.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, with the game out of reach, intentional fouls don't mean anything. It's just an exercise in futility. Let the clock go.
Yeah, I agree with you, Clark. Just doesn't really make a lot of sense at this point.
New players in now for the East. And Denver with a change here, too. Fareed is checked in. And an intentional foul right there.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Straight frustration right there, and I agree with you. Self-control of your emotions, a must-have if you're going to play winning basketball.
And so he makes both from the line. And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter. Bosch drives in. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Stolen by Bosch. Here's LeBron. Drains it from 17 feet out.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
And so here's Denver.
Timeout. Start it.
Denver calls timeout. They're ahead by 30. 1:31 left to play here in the fourth. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Here's Iverson. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. Ellis has got 4 assists in the game.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Nuggets.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, Clark seemed toying with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Mr. Perfect. And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
On its way from Irving for 2. Rebounded by Anthony.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
58 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Nuggets.
And you really can't help but notice all the points they've continued to get off turnovers.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well. He's done a much better job of getting to the line here, aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
The 3 from Iverson. Out to Anthony. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist.
And you can hear the disappointment in the crowd tonight, but we saw a team that was just ready to do battle in this arena. They clearly wanted this road win.
Crystal clearly. They came in here determined to steal this game, Greg. Their effort level, I thought, was outstanding, and they just took care of business.
Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
The 3 from Iverson. The offensive rebound. Anthony kicks to Mutombo. Smith for 3. And the shot is good.
He is raining threes here tonight, and he is going to continue to stay aggressive.
As he should. I mean, when you're having the kind of day he's having from long range, you're doing your team a disservice if you aren't shot hungry.
And since the start of the fourth quarter, that three-point shot has just been there.
Yeah, exactly. Doing an excellent job, I think, finding the open guy on the perimeter. And the three-pointer is a major weapon for him right now in this quarter.
So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Now it's time to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Mr. Perfect.